Hello everybody, and welcome back to The Division. So, as you can see, my gearing up series is over. I do have finally my Tactician knee-pads. And now the series begins about why the Tactician set is bad. So, first things first, let's start with what I currently have and my idea of the playstyle. So, still my LVOAC, with accurate, determined and talented. So the idea is to use my Seeker Mine in order to get a kill, to increase my skill power, and then placing the turret. So that turret will survive pretty long, because he will get an increased amount of health, an increased amount of damage, unfortunately no range, but it will also allow me to keep him longer alive due to increased turret power, so he will even keep himself alive with tech support. So it's a pretty decent idea. And of course, determined to use my Seeker Mine a little bit more often. That's why I do have Seeker Mine damage. Also going with a splitter, I mean the cluster mod, which is also a pretty decent idea if one is going against multiple enemies. So basically, it's a good idea for this game in general. The shotgun so far not as valuable. So talented and determined, competent is not it's not a real focus of mine, at least not for a shotgun. So it's basically just there. My sniper doesn't matter at all, only have cool at it. Rarely use it, also couldn't get a upgrade. Level 229, so that's the thing. The pistol also, absolutely don't care about that. Now, to the Tactician set. So, first things first. This game, encouraging, well, let's start like this. This game discourage skill haste. The major attribute has to be armor in order to stay alive. Of course, people claim you don't need armor, you can stay alive by dodging and running away. Well, if a shotgun is charging you and there are quite a few snipers in the back who are aiming at you, you will die. You don't have any chance to survive. It's not gonna work. You need armor in order to survive. Also against if your place getting naded every few seconds, you have to run around, and as soon as enemies focus you, you're done. So you need armor. It's the number role. And this is quite unfortunate, because this specific major attribute is more or less toxic to the game. It reduces the options how to play. So skill haste is a stat that basically nobody uses. On the Tactician set, 10% skill haste, it's a start, but it's definitely not enough to make this set worthwhile. It doesn't matter what set people are using, the playstyle they are using, the skills they are using, nobody is going for a skill haste on the Tactician set. Nobody is going for those two pieces. It will not happen. It doesn't make any sense. 10% are barely useful, barely helpful in this game, so it's nothing. Especially for a set that is focusing on skill power, on electronics. Well, yeah, rather skill power. It's absolutely useless. It doesn't make any sense. It's way too low. Skill power, it's decent. I would love to see an increase in skill power, because playstyles or builds that are focusing on weapon damage are way superior to skill builds, and those 10% skill power do not help at all. Also considering the skill power gets diminishing returns, so it's not good. It's really not good, considering the skill power and the gunplay style. It's not enough to make it worthwhile. The set bonus 4, it's bloody useless. So even in a very long fight, even in incursions, it's barely possible to get those 30%. You get this 30% skill power. That's not possible. And keeping that 10 seconds. A normal reload time. Do we have a possibility to see how long do we need to reload? I don't even know. Reload time 2.67 seconds. So after reloading a weapon, you lost basically 3 seconds. If many enemies focusing you, you will not be able to look at them and to survive it, especially in incursions. If many enemies with LMGs are focusing one down, you will not be able to keep your tactician bonus alive. It's impossible. So this entire idea, set bonus 4. First things first, 0.2% skill, it's not enough. Also considering the diminishing returns. 30%, it's impossible to reach. And to keep it for 10 seconds, yes, it's possible, but it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Even in a team of 4, it's barely useful. So it's a pretty bad design idea. Or it's a pretty bad design in general to make it like this. How to increase it? Of course, the skill haste should be at around 25%, at least. I mean, 25 might be a little bit too high, but definitely around 20. Otherwise, it's barely useful. The skill power increase, considering the diminishing returns, it should be around 20%, 25%. It has to be around that number. Otherwise, it's pretty useless. Oh, Jesus. And of course, the set power 4, it needs a rework. It is so far the most useless set bonus 4 there is. Also, another one. As you can see, the enemies, they take cover. So it's another reason why it is impossible. Alright, yeah. So it's another reason why it is absolutely impossible to keep the tactician set alive. One thing might be good, or an idea to increase it, would be first things first to increase the time until it diminished, until it's out, until the bonus disappears. That would be one option. Definitely making the damage count how it was before. Every 60,000 damage increased the support power. I mean skill power, and it was pretty decent. It was a really great set. The time was there. It was the damage in general, not just bullet damage, which had a little bit more options. As example, turret. I do use a turret. Why the bullets of the turret do not count towards the bullet count for tactician? For the tactician set. It doesn't make any sense. So it's really, really, really unfortunate. But the set is pretty bad.
Good luck, Agent.
Of course, the good thing is the weapons are a little bit stronger. All weapons. So the skill power is not as important. However, a raw skill build is impossible, and this is quite unfortunate. As a double click still doesn't work on abilities. We need a fix to that. There we go. Well, it worked out here. We reached 240,000. That's pretty good. It's pretty amazing. So this set, oh Jesus, this set doesn't encourage the turret, which is highly unfortunate. I mean, it can encourage the turret, however, it is made for short and quick plays, which means the major focus of this set is entirely on the Seeker Mine and on the Sticky Bomb. You increase the damage with your weapon as good as possible, and then you go for the quick burst of your abilities, which means a Seeker Mine or a Sticky Bomb. Ah, Jesus. Oh, come on. And there we go. So yeah, it is something one can work with. However, those 30%, they're definitely not enough. It's nothing game breaking. It's helping out, I guess. But not in a way that it's actually really useful. That's why people claim it's a minor tier, or only a minor set, class B, class C tier. I do not disagree. I mean, I still enjoy the set, but of course it's not as useful as the other ones. Come on. Oh, I got the weak point already. Alright. So, those cars. It's pretty good. Quite a huge fan of them. There we go. Maybe another idea to fix this set would be the removal of the diminishing returns of skill power. It could be something. Of course, people will complain about the balance in PvP. This game is not made for PvP. It is absolutely not made for PvP. Or another way would be to make a difference between PvP, to separate those two. This is the word I'm going for. To separate PvP from PvE. So you can have ridiculous PvE stats, but relatively weak PvP stats. Or you could create some kind of PvP stats, which would be really amazing.
They must be planning to burn out the whole damn yard.
Like the PvP strength. Many other games do that already. They do try to separate PvE from PvP, which is pretty amazing. I do not have any game in mind. Unfortunately enough, the only games I do have in mind are even a completely wrong example. But there are some. I'm pretty sure there are some games which make a difference between PvE and PvP. However, this one is not like it. And also, in order to make a difference between PvE and PvP, there should be an entire focus on PvP in general, not just an area where people shoot each other, because this is not a good way of PvP. This is not PvP, it's just a gang fest. So there's basically no fairness in it. And balancing all weapons and all skills to this gang fest is pretty much impossible. Because it's not real PvP, it's just ridiculous. There we go. Man, I do love the Seeker mine. Oh, Jesus. Where's the car? Alright, no car. It's quite unfortunate that the sticky mine is less valuable than the Seeker mine. The bleed damage of the sticky mine. It's pretty bad. It's like 1.5k per tick, while the Seeker mine goes around 20,000 per tick. So it's really great. I'm a huge fan of it. And I don't know if one of them is a bug. However, it's really unfortunate that the sticky mine is so bad. Of course, the sniper see one. See me, rather. Where's the last sniper? There he is. Man, the range of the flamethrowers is amazing. Oh Jesus. Can he actually reach me? It doesn't seem like it. Alright. I cannot look down, can I? I can't. Might be a problem with a second cleaner tank. I heavily doubt that. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Okay, Agent.
I even 31,000 per tick. Let's see, we do have around 77,000. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a good damage. I like that one.
A couple? As in only two? The rest are first aid certified. They know how to tap a vein.
Okay.
Without contaminating the samples, I assume. Or infecting themselves. Yes. I'll take your word for it. Thank you.
Oh Jesus. Now I wish I would have a good sniper. Mine is barely stronger than my assault rifle. Also, shotgun is a little bit better. It helps a little bit towards the tactician increase. There we go. Police up, also a really valuable skill. I mean talent. Not as good as it was once before, but with a help of a turret, consistent help of the turret, that's really amazing. Excuse me? Thank you. Oh, life is hell! I dislike that a lot. I completely forgot about the cars. Alright. And there we go, even with consistent damage and basically consistent shooting, well, less consistent shooting, it's still not enough to keep the tacticians alive. Tacticians are straight up worth less. There we go. While trying to dodge, trying to survive, and also trying to, well, use their abilities properly, it's not possible to keep the bonus of tacticians up there. That's really unfortunate. Of course around 1 or 2% are always up, but this is straight up not enough. It is not enough to make this set really worthwhile. At least not the 4-piece set. Or all 4 pieces. The 3-piece bonus, it's pretty decent. 4-piece is bad. Right, I think especially for that area, Let's go with the flame turret. Those 5 billion runners are a serious concern. We cannot hit his backpack. Alright. There's the Seeker mine. It's only a blind grenade. Oh, it's pretty bad against runners though. I mean, I like how Martinez is down, but that's not really what I was... Oh, damn it. Hitting the backpack is pretty impossible. Where do we have the first runner? As soon as one of the big guys dies, as far as I know. Oh, come on. What the hell is this weak point? Alright, no weak point, I guess. Also, something is wrong with him. Well, that's a pretty good thing. At least we can power up our Tactician. Our Tactician set. There we go. And the Tactician set is gone. This is so bad. I'm not a huge fan of the set at all. I mean of the set, yes, but not of the 4-piece bonus. There's something that I forgot. Let's go with Wildfire instead of Chain Reaction. Oh, Jesus Christ. I use my shotgun so rarely. Oh, Jesus. Could you please die? Thank you. Oh my god. Alright. Assault rifle it is. I'm not gonna lie, that one was new for me. The truck mine? Oh, so everyone's already dead. Which of the big guys was it who threw that shock thing? The shock mine. Interesting. Oh, Jesus. Well, at least the flame damage is pretty good. Wah. So, of course, one of the better sets. I mean, a pretty good synergy. Firecrest with 3-piece. 3 times Firecrest? Oh, Jesus. And 3 times Tactician. That's a really great combination. Tried it a couple of times on the PTS. It worked really, really well together. Every set alone, it's pretty bad. I mean, the 4-piece bonus of Firecrest and the 4-piece bonus of Tacticians both are extremely bad. They are horribly bad. But 3-piece bonus together are straight up amazing. I'm a huge fan of them. Alright. What do we have over here? Reclaimer gloves. Alright. Currently not going for a Reclaimer. Generally pretty good. I like that set a lot.
You can find the crane controls, drop that tank someplace safe.
But it's not really fun for me. Since there is not possible to have the support station 100% of the time, That's pretty not worthwhile to go for it. So I calculate accuracy, stability, critical hit damage. How's my accuracy, stability, optimal range, critical hit chance? Alright, not gonna change my LVOC. I mean the Russian right outside. Component. The only one useful, the military scar, unfortunately not useful at all, at least not for me. Definitely not my focus. The operator's vest, same. And the backpack is pretty bad.
Alright. Agent. Solid work. Yes, good work. Now sample team.
Anyways, those are my impressions of what the Tactician said.
So we can track corroborating factors. Let's move this discussion to a different
I'm not impressed by it. I'm really disappointed. Skill haste, skill power, and of course the set bonus 4 are all pretty bad. If all things considered. Still having a blast with it. It's one of my favorite sets because I love this skill play. It's way more fun than just shooting enemies and they die. I mean, of course it's also a pretty big part of the division. Still, I do love to play with skills. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like and consider to follow me for future content. If you didn't, the dislike button is right over there, close to the like button. And this is my cue to leave because I'm getting disturbed. So, thank you.